Hello and welcome to Precious Memory Box's Junk Journaling. And today I have a little project for you that I created with Pink Monarch Prints subscription kit. This is the April subscription kit. And if you'd like to go check that out, they have a website, pinkmonarchprints.com, where you can pick from 1 to 2 subscription kits. There's one that is $8.99 called the Premier Kit, and you get at least 50 different pages with everything from envelopes to ephemera to sentiments, labels. You also get pockets and just lots of different things that you can create with, and pages to decorate with and fill your journals with, mini file folders. So this was inspired by that kit, and so let me just show you. I've got a piece of lace here holding it together. So I took an envelope that was part of the kit, and I used it to create a little mini journal that you could either carry in your purse, you could put inside of another journal, you could give as a gift. You know, it's endless what you could do with this. So let me walk you through this one, and then we'll create one together. So I cut out the envelope. There's 2 of these envelopes, and you have a cover flap, then you have the back polka dot here, and this one is just like a plain background type of page. It looks like this one here. And then I took and glued on 3 file folders. Well, 2 file folders. I'll show you what I did with the other file folder in a minute. This has where you can slide something in the pocket here, and then behind here you could slide in some tags. If you open it up, I took another file folder, cut it in half, and created this double pocket with it, to which I added a couple tags. Then I took some of the decorative pages that I printed on newsprint paper, which is a lighter paper and a kind of a grayish tone paper, and I made a small signature with that. We sewed it in with a 3-hole paper stitch, and then I put a little envelope back here from the kit. I used one of the labels to help make a closure, and we filled it with some goodies here. So here's some of the goodies from the kit. And then on the back, I have another file folder that I left open so that you could slide something in there. And which in this case, I've got a piece of ephemera that I put in here. You could choose several different closures. You could put an eyelet here and run some lace or sari silk seam binding around there. You could also take some elastic and a button and close it that way. I just chose to take this pretty lace because I thought it went great with the kit, and just tie a bow. Easy peasy. There we go. All right, so let's make another one here. So I'm going to set this one over here to the side, and we'll go ahead and get started. So here's another envelope from the same kit, the April kit. Look at this beautiful ledger paper. And then we've got the polka dot closure and our neutral page here. And then on the inside, I just copied another neutral page. So what we'll do first is this is going to be our closure. So we just need to decide which file folder we want to use. Now that one, I think it kind of clashes, and I don't like that one. I think we're going to go with this one here because the kind of pulls out the reddish tones there. Now, you can decide how you want to make this. If you want a pocket up here at the top, you want a pocket under here, if you want this to be a pocket or open, but I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue these sides shut. I think we'll make it just the same exact way as we did the last one. I'm going to seal that, and then I'm going to glue it here, and I'm going to let this tab stick off. I kind of look how that looks on the back side. Make sure that's straightened up. So you can see that tab on the back. I like that. And I think we'll glue it here and here. and then up the side, and that way if you want to use underneath here as another tuck, you can do that. All right, so let's kind of center and line this up. Hope I'm in focus for everyone. Okay, and then I want to look on the back and make sure that's lined up too. There we go. All right, so we'll hold that for just a moment. Let that stick down. All right, then on the inside, I think since we've got the polka dot there, I think we want to use this one on the inside. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a double pocket in here, just like the last one. So let me find my pin here. And we can just take and mark this right where we want it. I like to give it a little room. I don't like to crowd it. So we'll take our little mini trimmer here, line that up. Hopefully I've got that straight. Okay. And then let me grab my scissors. We're going to cut this in half because it's going to be a pocket, so we don't need to have it like that. And what we're going to do is layer them like this. That way you can have a longer tag in the back and a shorter tag in the front. So I'm not going to glue the bottom of this one, just the sides. Also, if you want these inked, I always seem to forget to do that, but inking does help them stand out a little bit. So won't ink the bottom because you're not going to see that. Okay, and I'm going to put this one down a little bit so the tag has room to stick up out of it. There we go. Let's ink this one. This one I will ink the bottom because you will see it. All right. And this time we'll glue on the two sides and on the bottom. Okay. And we're going to line this up with the other one. And there you go. We've got double pockets. All right. Now on the back, I almost hate to cover this. Maybe we'll do something different with this one because I really hate to cover this. So let's do another double pocket and put it on the inside here. This one I think is a little bit bigger, so we'll have a little bit more room. All right. Let's take our little cutter here. All right. We'll cut this in half. Let's go ahead and ink it up a little. Okay, so let's switch this up a little bit. We'll put our tabs going the opposite direction. And maybe we'll make this one a little off center. Oops, I put it at the bottom. Didn't mean to do that. That's all right. We'll leave it. We'll just have to put something shorter in there. But normally I would leave that off there so that you could put a longer tag through there. All right. We'll add this one. All right, now we're still going to sew a signature in right here. Okay, so we're going to set this aside and let it dry for a few minutes. And we're going to pick a few pages here from our kit that I've copied. And let me go ahead and put the pin back in the glue since we won't be using that for a few minutes. And let's pick out some prints, some pages. Okay, so we do have this page in there. We could print that. We've got some green polka dots. I like this one too. Let's see. What about instead of the green, we do the red? And let's pick one more. This one is, let's go ahead and do this one. These two are really busy, so we want to make it so you'll be able to write on the pages. All right, so let's take this and let's grab our big trimmer here. And I had already measured once for my other. Now this is, I think I told you a little bit ago, this is newsprint paper, so it gives it more of an antique look. As you can tell, it's a little darker than these that I printed on white cardstock, 110-pound white cardstock. These I printed on newsprint, which is a lighter paper and also more of a grayish brown type of paper. So it kind of gives it that vintage look. I'm going to leave the edges on it because I actually kind of like that. And I'm going to try to cut all 4 of these at the same time. And we're going to cut them at 6. We're going to do 6 by 6. Okay. So there's 6 one direction. And I'll probably have to use my scissors here. I've got the scorer on there too, so it doesn't quite come all the way down. But that's okay. Okay. And then we're going to go 6 on this direction also. Try to make sure all my pages are even and together there. All right. Let me take this and move it just a second. All right. We're going to take and we're going to fold these in half. Try to line them up the best you can to keep them somewhat straight. Okay, and so I'm going to do 3 to the inside, and 1 I'm going to fold the other way to be the outside page. Okay, and by having 4 pages in this signature, this will give us 16 pages to write on, to journal on, or to decorate, to put pictures on, however you want to use it. Okay, so those 3 I folded so the printed side was in. This one I'm going to fold this way, so this will be the outside. When you open the journal, it'll be what you first see. Okay? All right. So we're going to fold all those together and then add this one. There we go. Now you can see my pages aren't completely even with each other, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I kind of like the wonkiness. If you don't like it, get you an X-Acto knife and your ruler and cut those off and trim them so that they'll all be the same for you. Oh, and see, I'm going to have to cut it down because I've got it too tall. That's all right. All right, so let me see where I need to cut it down at. So let me just make a little mark right here. And let's see. Let me try the small trimmer. I'm not sure if this one will cut that, but we'll give it a try. Okay. There we go. It was kind of locked there for a minute. Okay. So I want to keep that right at the top. Cut that. All right. Let's see what happens. See if that's good. All right, we're good. There we go. And our top can close. Wonderful. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew this in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now you could take brads and you could just put them in with brads. You could sew them in with a sewing machine since it's such a small little thing there. You could staple them in, but I'm just going to go ahead and do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I'm going to line them up the best I can. Kind of get them centered in here where I want them. Okay. And then I'm going to use these little clips to help hold them in place for me. I just got these at the grocery store. I think Walmart. Okay, let me grab my little awl here. And we're just going to make 3 holes. Try to get it right in the crease if we can. So there's 1 right in the center, 2, and about an inch, half an inch to an inch from the bottom. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's grab a needle and our wax thread. Let's see, we just need a regular needle. Let's try that one. And I usually measure it probably 2.5 to 3 times longer than the book itself. So we'll do 3 just to be safe. Okay. All right. And let's see if we can thread this without too much trouble. You can see there's some old wax in there. There we go. Okay, let me try the other end. Going to be a little cantankerous this time. There we go. Okay. All right. So we are going to start in the center and just pull this through. All right. Then I'm going to go back through this end. Now I can see the hole pretty well. So I'm going to come back this way. There we go. And I'm going to pull this all the way up here and go back down through here. Oops, I just poked myself. Okay. There we go. Now, when we come back through the center, you want to make sure your string comes up on the other side of that so you don't split your strings. So we're going to find our center here. Okay, and see we're coming up on the same side, so let me pull that through. Okay. If you have it on the same side, it will not draw tight for you and stay tight. So this side looks good, looks pretty taut. Let's check out the seam here. That looks good. All right, we're going to go ahead and tie it off. I usually just do a couple double knots. Now you can cut the excess string off. You can tie a bow, or you can leave these hang down here in case you decide to put some type of charm on there. And I think that's what I'm going to do in case I decide later I want to add a charm. And there's our pages sewn in. That's pretty fast and easy with such a little signature. Okay, there we go. Now let's find a few ways to decorate this. Let's see what we want to use on the inside. So I've got a tag here we could use. So let's go ahead and cut this tag out. Okay, and this tag's a little larger, but I think what I might do is try to cut it down to match this one, but we won't be able to do that with the top. So we'll wait a minute. We'll wait on that. Let me think about that one. Okay, so I'm going to take, let's see, I've got a 3-hole punch here. And I also have a ribbon punch, but I don't think I have that in here with me. But we're just going to make a little hole. And then let's see. What can we add to that? Let's see, I've got a little bit of like braided, what would you call this? Little bit of braided, it's not ribbon, burlap. That's what I was trying to think of. Kind of like a burlap material. We'll just go ahead and tie that at the top. You could do a tie like that, or we could do, I'm not sure if I left enough string to do this, but we could do the pull through. Let's see if I left enough to do that. Okay, there we go. All right, and we're going to add that. We could either add it here, that's a lot of green, so let's add it back here. And I'm going to do it in the bottom one since that one will be taller. So we're going to add that there. Now, let's see, what else have we got that we can decorate here? We've got this envelope. We have some labels that we could use. So let's see, let's go ahead. Where could we add our little envelope? We could add it on the back. I think that would be pretty and wouldn't distract too much from the beautiful paper that's there. So let me get this unhooked from here, and I'll just score this up real quick. It's better than me folding because I do not fold straight. Scoring is much better. Okay, so let's fold these in. That's the top. You can make that the bottom, make this the top, or you can do it this way. Either way. Maybe on this one we'll do it the opposite of what I did it on the last one. So let's make this the part we want to glue. And let's see. We're just going to follow this line here. We want to make sure we didn't glue the inside there, which I don't think we did. Now we need a little something to make a closure there. And I think we'll do the same thing as we did last time. We will find a label that we can use. That may work, but I think it may be a little too small. We could do the special delivery, or this one is bigger. Needs to be trimmed just a tad. We could do this one. I think I like that one. Let's ink it a little. Okay. We're gonna just do the bottom. Do it pretty heavy so it'll be strong, you know, holding there. And then we're just gonna eyeball centering it. Center that up. Okay. We're gonna let that dry a little bit. And let's see. I'm gonna take and round the corners on this one. We'll use that somewhere in the journal. Let's go ahead and ink the sides of it. Just helps to get rid of the white edges of the paper and give it a little patina to make it look older and grungier. Okay, so let's see. We'll move our scoreboard here. Uh-oh, there's my pen. Gotta keep track of that pen. I'm always losing it. Okay, so this is the top of the journal. So we're gonna glue this on, I think just right in the center. Now I'm gonna try to glue it pretty heavy because it's kind of a heavy little envelope. It's made out of cardstock, 110-pound pinning gear from Walmart. I think I'm just gonna center it there. There we go, I love that. And then you can, let's see if we glued that down or if it works like we want to. There we go. And then you just kind of fold this under and you got a little closure. Now let's see. Trying to look to see, we've got a little tag here we could put inside of it. We'll do that. And let's see, do I have anything else? Looks like most of my other pieces are bigger. You could even take something like this. This is a cutoff of one of our things. It could be a little note card around your corners. There you go. Let's see if that'll fit in there. It'll fit in. It's going to be taller. But we could leave the lid open for now on that. So there we go. All right, we can come back here. And let's see what we can find to go in our little pockets. I may not have brought enough pieces to cut out in with me, but we do have a few more small tags here. So let's cut out those small tags. Okay, there's a small one. All right, let me set this over here. We'll give these a quick ink up. All right, let's add these in here. And since that's a short pocket now, we'll put a short one in there. All right, you can definitely add, let's see, the little strip I added back here. You could take one of these and add it in here. Let's do this. Let's put that in there, and this in here. There we go. All right, let's see, do we have anything that we could decorate the front with here? Let's see, I've got some labels over here on this sheet. Oh, and I've got some pockets, but the pockets, I don't want to do another pocket right now because I already have pockets. Let's see, we could cut out a label, thinking something with red to make it stand out. Let's cut out this one with the 9-5 on it. All right, let's do that, and let's see what sentiment we can maybe put with this. We've got registered, we've got, I think that one is too similar in color. We've got this lighter green. That one's still kind of hard to see too. How about registered? Oh, I like that. Let's do those two together. And we're going to do this one. There we go. Then we've got all our pages, which I'm not going to decorate them. I want to leave them for journaling space. We've got our pocket back here. And I would like to put something on here. I'm thinking about maybe cutting a portion of this off. Let's see. Somebody's probably saying, no, don't do that. But I love the beautiful flowers. Okay. Let's go ahead and round them. There we go. That's beautiful. We could do a label on here. Oh yeah. That black pops really nice on it, but let's put this one down first. There we go. And then put some on here. Wonderful. Now something else you could do. Let's see. You could add a couple words out here if you want to. We could stamp. Let's grab our stamps that I brought in. We could also, the registered looks good. We could also do subject file. That would look good on there. Let's see. Maybe we could stamp a number or two on here. All right, let's look here. What do we want to use? Let's use file as one of them. Let me grab my stamp block here. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my distressed ink. Let's do file. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's see, what else, what could we do on this inside here? Let's do the butterfly. So let me open this up. Oh, wonderful. We could also do it on, let's see. Nope, that's closed. I forgot about that. I think that's good. So yeah, that's good. But let's put a number or a word in there with it. How about 785? We could put it here, or we could put it here. And then let's see, let's add something here on the front. I really like this one. I like the contrast. So subject file. And fragile. Should we put that with it or down here? I kind of like it off center there. Let's do that. All right. Let me pick up these little pieces and then we'll find a way to. I think we'll just take, I didn't bring some more ribbon in here with me. But let's go ahead and we'll just borrow the ribbon off of our other one and see what it looks like all tied up. All right. So we've got a mini file folder envelope for you to add to your journal or as a standalone. You could use it as a swap, as a gift, to put in your purse, for a to-do list, whatever you want to do with it. Oops, let me pull that down a little bit so it's not crinkling our file folder. There we go. And there we go. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to go over to pinkmonarchprints.com, check out their subscription kits, go to their Etsy shop and check out their different kits that they have there. They run lots of sales and have lots of wonderful kits and pages for you to use in your junk journals or any craft projects that you're doing. Thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.